Rising Kings and Queens, how are you doing? This is Tamika with Enhanced Holistically Tarot and Life Advice. I've decided to come up here and make a video, honey, because I'm feeling really good right now. Um, I'm just going to tell you, if you're just, let me get through all of the preliminary. Thank you all for sharing, and subscribing to my channel and sharing the information that comes across for us as a collective. Thank you so much for your love and support, like, shared, all that good stuff, like I said before. And I'm just feeling really good in my spirit. I just feel really good in my spirit. Is what I'm gonna say. It's like a burst of energy when you really get a chance to commune with a like-minded individual and spirit, and it's just been wonderful. So I just decided to go ahead and make an impromptu video for you guys. Today is the 10th of September. The time now is about 7:45. I will get a chance to upload this video here soon. Um, so let me see. Let me grab my journal here really quick, just to just to chit chat about some stuff that has been really in my spirit to say and talk about. Or maybe it wasn't in my spirit to talk about until now, but it's okay because you get some dibs on this thing here. I don't know. I was kind of like journaling here and there, progressively, but what I wrote here was get unstuck, and I think I did a video kind of talking about getting back to the basics, and that comes along with getting unstuck too, and doing things differently to get a different result. Okay, you can't rely on what you did last year. You have to enhance your tools and fortify yourself in the spirit, and making sure that you're really tapping into your higher self, that you're not that you have to have some non-negotiables about what it is that you want in this life, and don't choose second best, but go for the gusto, go for the big. Then talked about balance and harmony. So I mentioned here, I said, so now more than ever, we must see and acknowledge the shifts of what's around us. Like I said before, getting back to the basics, before the basic rudimentary things won't fortify us. We have to fortify on a whole new level. Whatever that level is for you, it's an individual journey. Okay. You might have a couple people to come along with you, but it is your journey. So you have to put the tools and all of the things that you need, the vehicle, if you will, to get to your destination. Low vibrations may try to hover around us and take up residence, but they can only do so if they're looking in the mirror at you. What does that mean? That means is, so if you're going through something, it goes back to attracting or allowing. If you're feeling some type of way, you're not in tune with your higher self. And if you do have low vibrations centered around you, it's because they're attracting to something. So you have to take that time to dissect what it is and why. Well, you know what? In this book I'm reading, I'm learning not to say why and how so much. Learning more how to say I wonder. Because when you say why and how, it's almost like you're only giving a clear cut cookie cutter answer. Whereas when you say I wonder why this, I wonder why that, then you allow the universe to strategically and harmoniously direct you to the answer, or direct the answer to you, whichever one comes forth, the chicken or the egg. So that is what I mean by let's change our vernacular. And as we learn, kings and queens, we need to implement those things. Don't continue to go along. A lot of things we've been taught in our childhood, and it's out of ignorance, unfortunately. We've been taught some things in our school system. We've even been taught some things by our parents. And it's not any fault of theirs, but they're doing their best that they can. And they are just trying to teach you. But as you come into new knowledge, you have to learn how to kind of transform yourself, if you will. Okay. So those are the nuggets that I had jotted down so far. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. Okay. So we're gonna do a couple of oracle cards, and then we're gonna actually get into the spread. The first oracle card, or the first card we're going to do, is the law of attraction card, okay? You're going to see with the law of attraction, we've already set the atmosphere. Got my frankincense burning. Everything is just lit up. The candles are smelling wonderful. I drunk my tea, honey. And so thank you, spirit, God, angels, gods, and goddesses, divine white lights. Thank you, ancestors, for the messages that you are channeling on this day for the collective. Thank you so much that all that is done and said will be for our highest good and to arrive us continuously at our highest vibrations. Thank you so much. We love you. We love you. Thank you. Okay, communication has come out in the building. I had to put a lamp here, so hopefully the lighting is a little bit better. But I effectively communicate and clarify my needs in order to achieve my goals. To me, this puts me in the mind of affirmation. It puts me in the mind of affirmation because you have to have a vision to communicate. You have to have a vision to something to strive and work towards. Like the good book says, if you could call it a good book, people perish because of lack of knowledge. And putting forth and writing the vision and making it plain, all that goes hand in hand with itself. So you have to talk. You got to use that throat chakra. Some of us, our throat chakra is closed or overactive. And yeah, you can't have two extremes of the sort. Closed altogether, you don't speak, you don't talk, you don't express yourself, but you walk around pissed off. Who is that helping? Just go ahead and get out what it is that you're feeling. Talk about it in an amicable way and get to a solution, if you get to a solution at all. But I have learned that even if you may be wrong and you say what you're feeling, say what you're feeling. And if you happen to be wrong about a situation, come back and apologize. But you speak your truth. And a lot of people are not speaking their truth these days because they don't want to be viewed in a certain light. They want to save face, if you will. But there's no need for that. Go ahead and speak your mind. And then some of us, the throat chakra is overactive. Yes, it can be overactive. When you're talking too much and not listening, when you are gossiping, when you are complaining, all of those things are sure ways that your throat chakra is overactive. And our whole beingness is to be in balance, in alignment. So take charge of that. Employment change for some of you. Let's read what it says. It says, your career path is leading you to a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these things will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. What does this mean? This means that you have to get in tune with your higher self. You have to communicate your goals and aspirations. Okay? Some of us are scared. You know what? This brings me to a point, teaching point. Some of us are scared to speak audibly what it is that we want because, we've probably been taught that when you put things in the atmosphere, that some kind of evil entity or the devil or whatever you want to call it is going to come out and steal it. Dang, I unplugged this fan. But you need to know that your words have power. Going back to communication, you have to speak that what you want. Okay? Because when you speak it, you have made an agreement with spirit. You have made an agreement, a contract with the universe that this is what I want. And it doesn't all the time have to be spoken, but I will tell you there is power in speaking what it is that you desire. Okay? So y'all take charge of that, honey. Take charge of that and speak whatever it is that you want to see. Because like I used to always say, and I still say, you got to see it before you see it. Okay? If you can't see it in your heart and your mind's eye, if you don't dream and feel the manifestations within, then you will not see it come to fruition on the outside. I'm telling you, that was just utter proof today. Talking to a good friend and client today. I mean, it was just utter proof, and I'm just so thankful for that. Harmony. Talk about alignment. Like I said, this is the season we're in. Things are shifting around. We need to be in harmony, harmony with ourselves, harmony with nature, harmony with our higher selves. First and foremost, looking at our relationships around us. What do they look like? Okay. Are our relationships around us strained for some reason? And if so, I wonder why. Okay. So get to the bottom of that. Okay. This card wants to come out. Self acceptance. Believe in yourself. Know who you are. Believe that you can do what you say you can do, that you want to do. Believe you are who you say you are. And just be. Just be. Just like this little girl is naked and unafraid of showing her larger than life self. That's how we need to be. And a lot of us are on a journey to do this, not to be naked, but to be naked in the spirit. Be naked and unashamed of who you are and what you have to offer. Okay? That is what we need to be. This homegirl, I want to say she's taking a selfie. No, she's admiring something. Just kidding. She's not taking a selfie, but she's admiring herself. She's admiring, she's not even giving a care. You know why? Because she's assured. And that's how we need to be assured. Okay, a lot of us have been said things, people have planted seeds in us to make us feel some type of way about ourselves. But you gotta get back to the basics. You gotta know who you are, okay, and what you stand for. And nobody is perfect, but we're perfect in our imperfections. So just know that. I know a lot of us looking at Instagram and trying to be like some of these Instagram models and whatever, and they're beautiful people. But when you look at someone and you're trying to emulate them, you're not authentically being yourself, you're being them. Look for some signs here, people. Okay, kings and queens, look for signs, synchronicities, numbers. Okay, if you keep hearing the same thing over and over again, take note of that. That is spirit trying to gently nudge you that they're there in your presence, supporting you. Every time I see 11 at 11 or double numbers of some sort, every time I dream the same dream. I told you, I don't know if I told you, but I dreamt the same dream 3 times in one night. I was like, what is this? And surprisingly, I reacted the same way to the same outcome every time. And that was another lesson in of itself. I told you what that lesson was. That lesson was stop. I feel like the universe was like, stop going through the same things and you reacting the same way over it. What kind of sense does that make? Change your perception, change your way of thinking, change your wording, your vernacular. What's good, spirit? Change that up. Oh, a new exercise program. Who is it? They ain't ready. Yes, we are ready. We are ready to exercise this body. Because when you exercise, you do release those endorphins. And you do feel good and better about yourself. You feel uplifted. Okay? And that probably goes back to that self acceptance for some of us. But our health needs to be in harmony with our spirit. Okay? I think there's a misnomer that, wow, this must really be driving the point home. Because not only did Spirit say we have to have a new exercise program, but a new dietary change. Do you know that food is a spirit, just like drinks are a spirit? It's a spirit for a reason. They really are spirits. And if you eat something, you eat a lot of carbs and sugars and sweets, we're all guilty of it. I'm not chastising nobody. But if you eat a lot of those things, you do feel weighed down. You don't feel as light. Your head is foggy, okay? You know, your skin is not clear. Your vision is blurry. You got joint pain. All of those things contribute to what we're eating, or all of what we're eating is contributing to those things. So we need to take charge of that. Spirit is giving us a gentle nudge that we need to take charge of our bodies, okay, so that our spirits can be aligned as well. Oh, I was waiting for so long. Self care. This is what it is, people. I feel like Spirit is just plainly telling us, listen, take care of self. Take care of your body, mind, soul, and spirit. All have to be in alignment. And then we had one extra freebie, which was courage. Taking that act of faith, the courage to do so. I had something that I wrote down in my journal, and it said that faith or trust is the avenue to knowingness. Okay? The avenue to knowing this is faith and trust. Because when you trust in something, you're really hoping. You have a great hope. Okay, you're trusting it's going to happen for the good, so on and so forth. But when you know, you have had an experience when you know. Okay, so let's get to that point. All of us need to have trust. Don't get me wrong. We need to have faith and trust. Let's see what the crystal angel cards have to say. We all have to have trust and faith. But when we get to the point when we've graduated on a specific situation to knowing this, then that's something we can take to the bank, and it just continues to grow and grow and grow from there. We have wellness. Okay, spirit, we got it. We y'all get it? Are y'all getting this? Okay. It says the recovery of health and wellness is here. It's here. This is jade. This is the medical symbol, y'all. And the angel's wings. The corpus. Okay. So I feel like Spirit is like, yo, let's get it together. This is going to help with all of those different energies that we are currently feeling, the stagnation that we're currently feeling right now. All of that is going to be, all of that is going to be changed or modified when we take care of ourselves. Okay, I love it. Okay, we have the Unikite here. Answered prayers. Some of you are seeking for answered prayers. You're searching and seeking for solutions, and it goes back again to those signs that we're looking for those synchronicities that Spirit is gently trying to nudge us into. But we can only see that if we are in harmony with self. Okay? And you can only be in harmony with yourself when you have self acceptance. It all goes together. It says, all your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. Do you believe that? And this is both of them are green, talking about the heart chakra. Okay. So it starts there. Heart wellness. Wellness is the heart. It's not just the body. Wellness is your mind, your spirit, your relationships, all of those. Two cards came out. The emerald, another heart chakra color. And it says ceremonies and celebrations. It's time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, and anniversaries. Here we go. And then the rhodochrosite. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, but it says be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. This too, my friends, is part of wellness. Okay, all of these kind of go together. I feel like the ceremonies and the celebrations is the outpouring, is the milestone. When you get to a milestone, celebrate yourself. Celebrate what's going on around you. Celebrate someone else. Be a part of a celebration for someone else and have gratitude for them. I'm trying to see what deck I want to use. You know what? I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot. I haven't used that in a while. Let's go break this back out here. Okay, so I hope that you all get a chance to leave some comments down below. Please allow this to be an interactive channel. I also ask that you leave nothing but positivity, love, and light on this channel. If you are going to leave anything, you can leave your questions for me. You can leave your questions for each other. I want to make this a wellness community. Enhanced Holistic Tarot was the name of my, and is the name of my massage therapy business. I say was because I started it in Ohio and trying to get it off the ground here in Atlanta. Not in just in Atlanta, but in Georgia, period. But enhanced holistic. Okay, everything is holistic. People used to compartmentalize their health and their wellness, but it all flows together. So when you're enhancing that, you're doing all the necessary things and work in order to make sure that you're optimizing the benefits in that. And so that is why my channel is called Enhanced Holistically Tarot and Life Advice. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Ooh, wait. One go on the ground, face up. Here we go. Okay, it fell again. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is doing something for us right now. This is a whole other deck. But this was the first card I got out in a reading earlier. And I'm telling you, It was powerful. The Queen of Wands, very assured. This is a different illustration. This is actually the root chakra. So she is standing in her feminine power, knowing who she is. She is carrying the wand. She is carrying the staff, lighting the torch. Okay. This is probably a fire sign for some of you. Then we got the Knight of Wands. What's up? He is carrying the message. He is coming in swiftly. This is so far the significator and you right now. This represents you. Right now, you're looking at the stability. You have that stability, or you're walking into that stability, okay, with that red root chakra color. But that Knight of Wands, sometimes you got to slow him down a little bit. Sometimes, just saying, sometimes, because he's on that horse and he's ready to just go. But it's a good energy overall. It's just that sometimes you have to really kind of see what it is, see what it is. All right. What is crossing you right now? I haven't did this deck in a while. I kind of miss it. But for some of you, I feel as though you are really, really, really embarking on a new journey and you're moving towards greatness. So like she was on the rooftop here. She was holding it down. Now it's time for you to move swiftly, or you're moving swiftly. Okay? Or something is moving towards you. Yeah. Being very charismatic, having a lot of strategies right now, techniques, something that's gonna help propel your vision off the ground. Too many cards. Yeah, I haven't used this deck for quite some time, so let me get a chance to get and work with it a little bit. The Sun card. This is what's crossing right now, but this is your vitality. This is your hope about a situation, whatever that might be. This also is in tune with wellness. The sun giving us all of the fuel and the energy that we need. Okay. If you see right here, this is the shifts too. If you see the planetary shifts, that's what's going on right now. But all of this is working in our favor. And the sun is fueling all of that to give us that energy, that light, that illumination, that know-how. So pay attention to the sun right now. Pay attention to the moon as well. They're trying to tell us something. There's so much going on between the botanical rainforest getting caught on fire to the stuff that's going on in North Korea. Pay attention. Something is light is being shed on something. The King of Cups. Some of you might be dealing with the water sign, all right? Or you might just be in an energy of compassion and love. But you're in charge of your emotions right now, which is very good, okay, about this certain situation or someone. You're in charge of it. That's your subconscious, okay? You're very confident right now. You know exactly what it is that you want. And you got your cup out and you're just waiting. The Six of Swords. But in this past position, you had to move away in order to get to this point. You had to move away. So you got your shit, you put it in this boat, and you like, bye-bye. You're moving away from something that no longer serves you. You're moving to calmer waters. And you're doing it by way of your intuition leading you. Some of you have left the situation and don't know where you're going, but you just know it's time for me to go. It's time for me to take my 4 pair of drawers, my 4 plates and 4 forks and 4 spoons and 4 cups, and let me just go. Let me just pop smoke. That's where some of you are. That's in your past position. And you communicated that too. You spoke it that as soon as I get the opportunity, I'm leaving. And that's what you did. Okay? And so now everything that you do from this point seems like it's being guided. You probably don't even know where you're going to stay or anything, but you just took a leap of faith. Kind of like the fool. You took a leap of faith and you said, I'm getting out of this situation. And that's where you came from. Now you're in this energy where, subconsciously you want to be in charge of yourself. You're not going to depend on anybody else to tell you who you are. Going back to what? This self-acceptance. It's time for you to get back in harmony. Okay? So all of that is what's taking place for you right now, for some of you. Some of you have been burning the midnight oil. You're going back to school, learning a new craft. You're an apprentice of some sort. You're studying something that you want to see come to fruition, but you are going to, when everybody else is moving around, you're at night moving in silence. I like this card. Eight of Pentacles. So you're about your real estate, your material affairs right now. You're trying to organize all of that. That's what's going on right now for some of you. And it makes perfect sense. If you just came from uprooting yourself and moving, now you're trying to start all over again for some of you. Yeah, you got some stuff to sort out. Okay? But that's good stuff. And you have a heart and a love for whatever this is. For some of you, if you're going back to school, you're going back to school because you really see this as being your life purpose. And you have a love here with that green, that green chakra, heart chakra color. I do see that. And I do see resources coming for you to make that all happen for you. A lot of you. Because you truly are standing in your power right now. As that Queen of Wands has already come out and let you know. Okay? I'm standing in my power. I'm feeling secure in where it is I'm going. I have a vision. I have a vision. Yeah! Have y'all heard Masego? Go check them out. All right, what's going on in the future sense? Oops, too many cards. But just to make note, some of you may be taking a trip or waiting for something to come in for you. You're waiting for your ship to come in. You're going on a new adventure, some of you. But it's too many cards. I just want to show that to you. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible, but I need to just lay the cards out. Let's talk about them. That's what I'm going to do for the rest of the cards. I'm going to lay them out. Queen of Cups. Here we are. This is reassurance that you really are in your power. But I feel like there's a healing energy here too. I feel like you are finally open to looking out and seeing things on a brighter side. You're looking out over the bank, if you will. You're looking out over the boat. And you're offering your cup of love, compassion, forgiveness, whatever this is, you're offering it. You're actually looking for someone to feel it now. You've gotten past the part of the hurt and pain. You've gotten out of the energy where you had to leave a toxic situation. Now, on the very opposite of that, it's time for you to move out. So now you done cleaned yourself up. Let me just show you. Show you. So you were at first like hoodwinked. I'm trying to DD mile up out of here. I'm getting out of here real quick. And now you're at this point of regalness. Okay? You're at this point where now I got my stuff together. I burned the midnight oil. I went back to school. Now I'm trying to figure out what's my next step? Is love coming around the corner? Is it nearby? I have something to offer or I have something to take. The Ace of Pentacles here. Okay? So this is right here, right now. This is where you are. You're starting all over again. And this is good because this is new beginnings. Again, that heart chakra. You might be starting all over again in love, in an abundance of forgiveness that you have for yourself or for someone else. Okay? It could be in matters of money. That's what Pentacles stand for. But I'm looking at that heart. I'm looking at that heart, yo. That heart is beautiful. And it's bountiful. And it's vitality. It's growth. It's wellness. Okay? That's the wellness color there. That green. I love it. I love it for y'all. What's good? What is in the environment? What is in the environment to make this all what should we be looking for in our environment? Remember, y'all, be looking for the signs and synchronicities. This is what I can tell you to be aware of. But this is also turned up with a couple other cards. So we won't take that one. But I will say, with that Eight of Swords, that perception of feeling like you're stuck or stagnant, don't let that be you. Okay? Luckily, I saw that there was other cards turned up with that one. So we're not going to take that. Oh, but you have the Six of Pentacles. So you have enough to go around. You have enough to give to charity. If you want to, you have enough to bless some people with. But I just caution you to be careful of how much you give out. Don't let people deplete you. But definitely be generous, okay? Because you do have that new beginning here. You do have it here, okay? And again, you have something to give out. You have something to share. It could be a community thing for you. Whatever it is that you have been your heart's desire with that green chocolate color again. Whatever your heart's desire is, you have enough to give out. You're being very charitable right now. You have an abundance and an overflow. You're being so blessed that you are giving back to those less fortunate. You're giving to a homeless shelter, whatever the case may be, to children, needy children that don't have parents. Or you're helping out a family, cooking a meal for a family and taking it over there knowing that they're on hard times. Whatever. It all counts towards something wonderful and awesome. What is the hopes and fears right now, Spirit? What is the hopes and fears? What is the hopes and fears? Okay. The Nine of Cups. Your wish is coming true. Your wish is true. That's your hope, is that whatever I want to happen will actually happen, and it will. Okay? Whatever I'm desiring to happen, whatever I'm striving for and working towards, burn the midnight oil over, whatever I wanted to happen is actually coming. Okay? If it be a love that I've been waiting for, it's actually coming. The wish is coming true. So know that. Know that you are divinely, your spirit is communicating with the universe. Going back to communicating. Clarifying your needs in order to get what you want, what you desire, what your goals are. Okay? And for some of you, like we said, it could be an employment change. It could be just the life purpose is really starting to grow for you to the point where you don't have to work for anybody. You work for yourself, honey. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Yes, standing in your beauty. Okay, again. And then we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. I'm loving this energy, y'all. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, as you can see there, she is in that green color again. I feel like this is truly a holistic wellness or wealth situation. So she's balanced in all things, but in this specific, the pentacles represent money. But because I feel like the overall theme is talking about wellness and taking care of yourself and self acceptance, she has come into that energy of knowing who she is. Okay, and that peacock there, in some cultures, that peacock is represented of royalty. All right, and then with this empress here. This Empress here is representing a fertility time cycle, standing in her power, very strong feminine energy as well. She has the Ankh there, if you can see that, in a roundabout way. And then the cycles, okay? So she knows. She knows. And then right under that, oh my God, the World card, really? So these are all things coming to fruition. We just have to pay attention to what's going on. So even though everything is going on around us, we're standing on top of the world. We're enlightened. Our feet are shod. We know what the truth is. Okay? And we're just going to tumble on this thing. We're going to flow with it. Just flow on with it. Let's see here. I'm going to clarify some of these. I don't think we need to clarify much, but let's just take about a couple cards and see what's good. What's good. Right now I'm at 33 minutes, a little bit over. So hopefully you'll bear with me and watch this reading in segments. Okay. Let's see. Okay, too many cards. These cards are very slippery. These are, I can't remember exactly what this deck is, but it has something to do with the goddesses or the Greek goddesses. They're all feminine energies in here. Ooh, balance. Here we go. Have to have that balance. That two of wands. I mean, that two of swords, excuse me. Two of swords. Have to have that yin and that yang. Some of you are needing to face, like you have a shadow side to you that you're really needing to tap into. Okay, because you have your sun side, but you also got to take care of what it is that's going on behind closed doors. So you got to have that balance. You just can't be one way, okay? You have to be multifaceted and be able to balance the two energies when you have them. All right, these two came out together, patience and the Three of Pentacles. So, and the Four Swords here. So here's the balance energy that we have to have, that patience, that wusa moment where you just close out the rest of the world and let things unfold the way they are. All right, and then outside of that, you can have that Three of Pentacles. Okay, where you have that work, that alignment. To me, these are one and the same because even though she's up moving around and she's standing still, both of them are doing an alignment feel. If you see all the chakras there, she's dancing in her power too. She's being enlightened and she's dancing her power because she has done the work. What you say? What you say? I love that. I love that. Too many cards here though. I'm trying to see whatever else could be said about this. Yep, she's being very aligned. So the crone has come out. This is a person that has great vision. Remember we talked about communicating your vision to the universe. This person is going to fly over every obstacle to make sure that that is done. Okay? But in order to do that, you have to have your enlightenment. You have to have that enlightenment, that vision. You got to see it before you see it. These are the last two cards. Yes, we're in a childlike innocence right now. Some of you might be reminiscent of something dealing with your childhood, but whatever it is, you were innocent in that time frame, and you need to get back to that play-like spirit, maybe. And then you have the maiden, okay, and she is I think she's equivocal to the Queen of Earth or the Queen of Pentacles in this deck, but she's sitting pretty. There's nothing really much going on that she got to be all riled up about. She is sitting out in nature among the flowers, away from her house. She's in a very stable place. Let's do one more card. One more card. She got the butterflies, which is a symbol of transformation. And here we are again, centered. The number two, balance energy. And this is also honing in that fire too, bringing in that fire energy. The fire energy is that of wands. So you bringing in that fire and trying to contain it so that you can be more grounded and centered. Okay? Same, same. Same, same. Balance that energy. Center and balance. Okay? Just doing it on the totally two opposite sides of the spectrum. All right, loves. That has been my time. I appreciate you for tuning in today. Again, this is Enhanced Holistically Tarot. My name is Tamika. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up so that you can see the notifications as I post new videos. And I thank you for joining in on the conversation as well. Please, please, please only leave positive energy messages, those that can actually help the collective, okay? If you need to ask me some questions, that would be the forum to do so. I do private readings. If you'd like to book a private reading, just leave me a message and we'll get on to it. All right, without further ado, I love you all. Go out there and be your larger than life self. Take care of yourself, your wellness, your health. Communicate your visions. Use your affirmations. Drink plenty of water. Eat good food. Love you all. Ashe. Ashe, ashe.